Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar, Becoming an AI or ML Expert, your roadmap to success. My name is 𝗪𝗲𝗍 and I'm thrilled to have you all here. We are joined by an exceptional speaker, Shivam, who is a machine learning engineer at Qualcomm. With a strong background of IISc Bangalore and an impressive LinkedIn following of over 135K, Shivam has an inspiring story and invaluable insights to share. So without further ado, let's dive into the discussion. Shivam, thank you for joining us today. Let's start by hearing about your journey. How did you actually transition from struggling with placements to securing a role in AI within just 3 months?
Yeah, thank you so much, Roni, for inviting me, and I will be really happy to share my experience, which can be help many people. So maybe I can start with a background story. So during my bachelor's, it was a Tier 3 college, Jabalpur Engineering College. I did my BTech in EC, but at that time I was not able to speak in English as my schooling was in Hindi medium. And at the same time, I was not having any coding background as my branch was EC. So no company was interested to hire me. Even a single written test examination I couldn't pass. Single interview I couldn't select it. So at that time I was really depressed. I was not knowing what to do now. But somehow I got to know that I can give a GATE examination. I appeared for the GATE examination. I got 99.6 percentile within one shot, which was really good scores. Why that? I can get any IIT or IISc college. So with that rank, like some of my seniors suggested me to take admission in AI program. So I thought, okay, that will be the best decision by seeing the AI job market. And I took the admission at IISc Bangalore. IISc is the best research institute of India. At at one place I was happy, like because I will be doing from IISc Bangalore. But at the same time, I was very scared and very sad because now I need to move to Bangalore. I don't know how to speak in English. I don't know the coding background, and I also don't know what exactly AI/ML is. So for me, like it was a worse situation, but somehow like I need to do it. So what I did, when you are very much scared, you will start seeking the guidance. You are seeking the mentorship from the people. So same I have done. I have connected with many seniors from ISC, many people from the industry who are working in AI, and I asked them, how can I become a AI/ML engineer in some company? Why is how company can hire me? Can you share that roadmap? So like I just done whatever my senior suggested me, and as a result, what I did, I completed whole of my syllabus before joining to ISC itself. Because after the counseling to just going to ISC, there was a 2.2 months gap, 3 months gap. So I prepared everything so well, and I just took the admission at ISC. So after 3 months, company came, and I got the first student who got placement within like first company itself, and that too a very good package. I was not even expecting that package, and I become a second topper of my class also at that time. Apart from that, like I have published an international research paper also in London, like which is not expected from master's student, but because I got a admission, or because I just got a placement in very short time, so I was able to focus more on the research. So I am really having a good experience there, and I am so happy that I got that opportunity. Yeah, thanks, Ronnie.
Shivam, I must tell you that this story is extremely inspiring. I'm sure a whole lot of, aspiring professionals out there who are listening to you are definitely looking forward to have a career like you. So to help them, if you can just break this down to steps, like aspiring professionals, what are the steps that they could probably take to break into the field that you have and the way you have excelled. So, like probably top three steps that people could probably take away from you.
Yeah. So first I need to tell everyone there, because everyone is running behind AI ML. Everyone want to get a job because seeing the job scenario and boom of AI. But what everyone is doing, they are doing some random ML course from YouTube or some random video they are watching, and they are just saying, "Lao job do, give me the job." That is not the way to get a job in AI/ML domain. If it is that too easy, then everyone will pass the 12th exam and will do that random ML course and will say, "Give me the job." This is the biggest myth everyone is having out there. Even I am interacting with so many people. I felt that they are not having a proper roadmap, and the getting into AI/ML job is completely different because people think that if you want to get job in AI ML, you need to learn ML. But before that, what happened? You really need to understand the basics. If you're directly learning ML, it means you are just giving the 12th class exam without passing 5th, 6th, 7th class exam. So that is what I put more focus in my preparation journey. So when I look into the industry, what they are looking for, they are looking someone who is having very basic understanding. So like for basics, if I want to say in machine learning model, there are some input and there are some output. ML architecture is black box. So if you really wanted to do something in ML space, you should be having a good understanding of the data set or that input part that is coming from the linear algebra concepts. So I have the experience of many companies. Every company start with the linear algebra itself, and many people just avoid the linear algebra. And second part is that output of the machine learning model, that is probability and statistics. So that is also very much important topic. And even if I have the choice, some student is having linear algebra and probability knowledge, and someone is having only machine learning. I will definitely prefer someone who is having linear algebra and probability. So that is the something. If you will implement these two topics in your in your preparation journey, then you will be ahead of 90% of the people. So that competition will be definitely cut it short. Because if you wanted to do some research, you should be having the understanding of input and output. So if I want to say linear algebra, probability, and to optimize machine learning model, you should be having the optimization skills. And then definitely machine learning and some coding background. That is more than enough to get a good job in ML space.
I think that's truly beneficial. I think you're definitely talking out of experience out there. A lot of students today get confused between a certificate and a certification. So people think that by paying, a very small amount to any learning companies, they will, like the way you said, they will be able to achieve a big job. But that's not true. As you have got yourself you've got a certification. Likewise, I think everybody needs to upgrade themselves with a very serious certification program. I'm with you on that, Shivam.
Yeah, that,
Well,
thanks.
I think moving forward, I'd like to actually ask you for some examples of ideal projects that can help candidates stand out when applying for AL or ML roles.
Yeah, definitely. So again, here also a lot of people, what they are doing, they are just watching some random YouTube video and whatever projects are available. Out of 100 people, 90 people are having the same project because they are learning from YouTube and they are doing some house price prediction system or recommendation system. If everyone is having the same project, how I will be able to like give the marks or shortlist you? Like everyone is having same thing. You need to do something extra. So what happened? ML, machine learning or deep learning is a tool. Like that tool you can use anywhere. Like calculator we have. Any shopkeeper can use it. Any like medical shop you will go, you will take the medicine. They will calculate by calculator. Same like machine learning and deep learning also. So every companies have the very specific role, like either computer vision role or NLP role or large language or Gen AI role. So we need to be very smart here because you are saying yourself as machine learning engineer, but roles are very specific. So what I will suggest, if we can make one project from each of this classified structure, then we can get a opportunity in everywhere. So what I will say for core ML, like we can make a project related to support vector machine or decision tree like that. And then if you wanted to go for deep learning side, then we can use any CNN architecture and we can do image classification or something like that. And nowadays generative AI is coming up, so I would suggest we can make a project on generative adversarial network, which is generating the data. Like ML model is like discriminated whether that person is boy or girl. But generative adversarial network is something you are having some random image, you are generating the new object. So that is from the generative AI. Related to NLP, I would suggest everyone to make a project related to attentional transformer neural network. So these are the four project, and you are covering most out of the AI space. So I would suggest to make these type of project, not the project which are available on YouTube. Those are very basics. Yeah, thanks.
So is it right if we're saying do not just copy paste, think out of the box, have your own uniqueness when it comes to working on projects? Is that right?
Yes, you just need to be smart. Like whatever is publicly available, easily available online, everyone is doing that. Maybe you can do, you can take some research paper and check it, or you can check some GitHub profile, or you just need to find it. Like if it is easy to find, then everyone is using that.
Got that, Shivam. Thank you so much for that,
Yes.
truly valuable suggestion from your side. So I think next that we want to touch upon is resume preparation. I think it's another very critical area, especially for people aspiring an AI or ML roles. What tips do you have for crafting a resume that catches the eye of recruiters?
Okay. So here is the thing, like I would say earlier there was not much competition and not great technology by which we can shortlist the candidate. But nowadays, like for single job role, 1,000 people are applying, and it's very hard hiring manager to go through each and every resume. Everyone knows that between you and hiring manager there is a tool called ATS tool. But the meaning of ATS tool everyone is having differently, and the ATS tool available online are really very big myth. I will tell why. ATS tool, what it tracks the keywords in the resume. Okay, suppose if I am hiring for machine learning, deep learning engineer, I will share the job description. There I will put I am seeking some candidate who is having machine learning and deep learning skills. So what people will do, they will copy paste these keywords and put in that their resume. Don't you think everyone is engineer and they are so smart? Everyone is doing the same, and they are checking the ATS score online, and it is coming very high, and everyone is expecting the interview call. But we cannot give interview call to everyone. So this is the biggest myth everyone is having out there, who is not having proper roadmap for this. So this is the biggest thing. I discussed with many recruiters, and I asked like how you are checking this. So he only mentioned that I have only provided the job description. I am only the providing the role. You are just copy and pasting that thing. Then what you have done from your side, and everyone is doing that. Then how I will discriminate it? So if I really wanted to shortlist, or if really wanted to know, Rohini, whether you know AI/ML thing or not, whether you are perfect candidate or not. So if you have really worked on the ML topic or ML subject, you will be having the idea of inside that content inside the project. Like if machine learning, there are few algorithms like logistic regression, linear regression, decision tree. So if some candidate is having the knowledge of decision tree, logistic regression, or linear regression, if they are mentioning these type of keywords in their resume, that means he know that subject. So people are mentioning machine learning and deep learning, but we are expecting something decision tree, random forest. That if someone is having those type of skills, that means he have the knowledge of that subject. So this is something is not mentioned in the job description. You need to do it by yourself. So internal tool, whatever internal to company, those are very different from the online ATS tool. So we should be very careful and intuitive while making these type of the keywords. And other part is that lot of people see. I know, like you know everything. Everyone is having really great skills, but I don't know you personally. I don't know how much excellence you are having, and I cannot take risk by blindly calling you for the interview because 1,000 people are also there. So if you are not having a proper resume, then there is no meaning of having so many skills. Like how you will just say I am having too much knowledge, even if your resume is not getting shortlisted from this ATS tool. Okay, so so what we need to do, like it's intuitive. I have worked for the 20 years of my life, 21 years of life. I've done so much hard work. But for this hard work, I have only one page to express my feeling. And what people are mentioning in their one page resume, my date of birth this, I live in Bangalore, or I am having good cooking skills, I am having good dancing skills. In my college, I have organized this type of event. But think about that. I am not interested to come to your home. Why you are mentioning I am living in Bangalore? I am not interested to knowing you how many years you old. Like what I will know, like whether you are 30s or 27. I am not hiring someone like who can dance here, who can prepare cook. We are having a separate cafeteria for that. So why to waste these things? Even some people are saying I have organized the event in my college. Bro, you are fresher. We are not hiring you to manage a 20 people team. You need to work something which I will tell. So these type of things are unnecessary, taking the space, like, and reducing the credibility of the your credibility of your skills. So I suggest people to not to include anything which is not adding any value. So this is something. And other thing is that people are making resume on Word or Canva. I will strongly suggest not to make on that, because those online tools na, that will penalize, because the uniformity is not there, or like proper structure is not there. So you can make it on the Overleaf. Overleaf is a platform where you create the professional document. And definitely few people think that they are very smart or they are looking very beautiful. They are including the image. We are not hiring for receptionist. We are not hiring to someone to do modeling. Then why you are just wasting your space for the image? And other apart from that, just because you got 95% of marks in your 10th class, why you are wasting your space by saying in 10th I got 90? Because I am not going to judge you based on your 10th class. I will be going to judge you based on your BTech or 12th class. So those are few points people don't know, and they are just they think that like those type of skills I feel I add, it will be a more impact. They will think that person is having a extracurricular activity. We are not hiring for anyone who can do apart from work. So yeah, those type of things really important for product based company at least.
Absolutely, Shivam. I think this part, what you've spoken, is so candid. I'm very sure that the listeners are going to enjoy listening to you because it just came straight out of your heart, I'm sure. A lot of
Yeah.
points are genuine and true, and I really, hope people apply it in their real life. And imagining now, this will lead to my next question, right? So imagine our viewers have now found themselves in a better space to prepare a very good resume, and they do get a interview call. Now what happens the next step? Finally, interview preparation is often daunting too. What strategies do you recommend for acing AI or ML interviews, because what you've written and what you're
Yes.
speaking needs to have some connection? So I would
Yes.
want to know your thoughts about that as well.
Yeah. So people like me struggled a lot for that particular thing, because I already told my English communication skills was very bad. I was not able to speak even in English. And I just got a first placement itself, like within one interview itself. So what the main problem is that you know the answer. If I will ask something, you have the answer in your mind, but you don't know how to frame it. Like most of the people, 90% of the people don't know how to express your answer. They are having in their mind, they know very well. So the thing is, for that, what I will suggest, to read the blogs online. What happens in the blogs, someone is already explaining something to you in the written. So by reading those blogs, what will happen? You are reading someone else answering, meaning someone else is trying to convince you, okay, this is something, whatever you are trying to learn. So what I have done, suppose if I am going for a walk, if I am having a food, so every topic I have opened some blogs. Maybe I have tried for Medium article or towards data science. If I am even having a food and I am checking those articles and blogs, I am reading it. So what is happening, I am for same topic I will read two three blogs. Okay, now I am having two three different perspective how to explain the same answer, because that is in written and someone already have explained it. So this is the best way. And other part is that, always see, the interviewer also not very interested to put their time, because for taking your interview they are not getting anything extra. After taking your interview they need to work hard there for their work. Okay, so what happens, they normally ask something from your resume itself. They are not going to ask something, or they are not going to prepare first to take your interview. So everything will be from your resume, and it will be for 1 hour. Most interviews are 1 hour. Okay, so you need to know how can you consume his time, not wasting time. Sir, how are you? Not like this. He have asked some question, you don't directly jump onto the answer. You tell the background story. Even you ask for every question, you ask for pen paper and explain. First you will take some time to write pen and paper, and then same you will explain to him. So you can explain in very easy way, and at the same time you are taking time also. So within 1 hour, if you will not use this graphical method, he might ask 10 questions. But if you are using this graphical or drawing method, he may end up asking only 5 to 6 questions. So probability is more that you will be having more chance of getting selected, because the question he asked, you are already able to tell the answer. So these are the some strategies like people can implement in their journey.
Amazing. I think the point that you mentioned to make it as a graphical representation is nothing but, uh, explaining what you've done in a most effective way and not time consuming, because you're conscious
Yeah.
about the interviewer's time too. Amazing point, Shivam. I'm sure a lot
Yes.
of people are going to benefit from this. So I mean, the other thing that when we found you on LinkedIn, AI Certs was so happy with your LinkedIn growth strategy itself. I think you've had a phenomenal success on LinkedIn. I think you have grown from a network of just 2K followers. Now you have almost 140K followers, I think, in a span of just 12 months. We are extremely curious as AI Certs to know, what went behind it and how did you actually achieve it?
Yeah. So last year, same in August, I have started that LinkedIn by thinking that in my whole career, I never spent a single amount of money for my study, because my financial background was not good. So I felt that at that time, like there might be a lot of people who are struggling with the financial situation, and they are not having the proper guidance. I should start putting my thoughts. So by thinking that, I started putting my thoughts on LinkedIn by not having any expectation of monetary part. I just started posting on LinkedIn by thinking that it will help many people, and it really helped many people. Like people started relating with my journey. I put my journey, like how I have I got into Qualcomm without having any experience prior, or how I coming from the Hindi medium background, I am doing that great. So that story went viral, and some companies came and they asked me to share my story on the Times Square New York. So me and my whole family got featured into the Times Square New York billboard there. And at that time, I got so much motivation, and I thought I will put my thoughts daily. So I started helping people to get their job. I started putting the job openings. I started people by taking one-on-one session if they are having some problem. Or I started just giving that how you can prepare for interviews. By that, like daily, I was putting like I was having so much consistent, and daily I was having the followers. So what I get, I built a strong community. I am having 25,000 followers on my Telegram as well, and I am earning from there as well. Other than that, I am having connection in almost every industry. So if I wanted to talk to some person, I just need to search on my LinkedIn. I will be having a good friends there. So lot of benefits are there, and one thing I will regret in my life, like why I haven't started this in my bachelor's. Because when I see the monetary benefit, it's really a huge. Within like spending 30 minutes or 20 minutes, you can earn more than your job. So I can suggest many people, like you start putting your thoughts, and no matter you are having a good speaker or good thoughtful person or not, because I was not. But if you will scroll LinkedIn, suppose scrolling at least 100 posts, within one or two posts you will be able to relate yourself. Okay, this is relating with me. So you can take that post and you can modify it according to your journey, and you can post it. So you really not having your original thoughts, you are putting your thoughts in an inspired version of someone else. So that is not copy paste, that is something you also relating with that. So yeah, and then definitely like you can make a good earning resources as well. Maybe you can think of the number of followers you are having equal to number of money you are getting per month. So you can relate with that. Yeah. Thanks, Rohini.
Amazing, Shivam. I think truly an inspirational journey, I must say. I think I really want to pause right now and take a moment to personally thank you for this excellent webinar. I think the whole webinar has been extremely insightful and valuable. Uh, it definitely shows the expertise on the subject, that you have earned throughout this years of experience that you have. And you coming forward for sharing your journey has, I think, I'm sure a lot of people would benefit from this webinar moving forward. I really appreciate your time and effort you put into preparing, delivering such a comprehensive and engaging session. It was a pleasure to learn from you, Shivam. Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time.
Thank you, Rohini, for inviting me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the end of this enlightening session, I must say. Thank you again, Shivam. Uh, we've really gained a lot of knowledge. And yeah, I think I would like to say that to our audience, keep an eye out for the next webinar. And until then, stay curious and keep learning. Good evening. Thank you.